control systems of all different kinds are autonomous entities, and they're goal-directed entities. And they can be really simple, like a thermostat, or really quite complex, like an animal brain, which is like a very elaborate form of control system. And this is where we get to the crunch, really, because there's a very significant control system hiding in plain sight that affects all aspects of modern life. And to see it, we need to just look at some simple economic facts. So, as we all know, the main institution of economic production in capitalist society is the firm. And the vast majority of firms are composed of roughly two kinds of people: those that supply labor and receive wages, those that supply capital and receive profit. And the capitalists extract the profits from the firm. They can only spend a fraction of their profits on luxury goods, because if they spent all of it on luxuries, their capital would diminish relative to other capitalists who invest it in new profitable activities. So that's a basic competitive imperative. Profit must be reinvested. And that's a prime directive for anyone who possesses capital. So those that have a lot of capital, they don't put it in one venture. That'd be too risky. They have a portfolio of investments, and they spread their risk.
It's funny. Sometimes I listen to these types of like financial independence types of people, preaching for people how they can reach financial independence. And like in some ways, Karl Marx was like the first, rich dad, poor dad type of author. But in the sense that he was just kind of like observing the ways in which people maybe come into the power of being a capitalist and then maintain that power as a capitalist, which is usually pretty basic for the most part, like financial advice that like rich people kind of give each other, or like, that they sell to others in order to become rich.
Well, he was, the first and foremost thing to remember about Marx is he was a scientist, and he was a social scientist, and he was observing the facts of his day. We also must remember that Engels, his best friend, was a capitalist, and some of that profit from those exploited workers found its way into Marx's pocket. And Marx also did gamble a bit on the stock market. So